In order to make money in the market, you need a setup. And when you have a setup, only 50% of the job is done, because any setup which you're going to trade has winning periods and losing periods. And if you understand which are the market condition under which the setup works very well, then what you'll be able to do is you'll be able to make more money, because then you will be able to stay away from trading that particular setup during the unfavorable market period. Now, most of the setups which are commonly traded by traders are breakout setup, pullbacks, or like basically anticipation, which is like looking for a consolidation which is likely to break out and buying in consolidation. Now, when you look at these setups, breakout setup works in a bullish market condition. In a market condition in which money is continuously coming into the market, whenever there is a breakout, that breakout is likely to have an immediate follow through. Now, if you are in a market condition where money is not coming in, and when you buy a breakout, what happens is that breakout is going to fail. And multiple of these breakouts are going to fail. So identifying the conditions under which your breakout work and avoiding periods when breakouts do not work is an important trading skill, which once you develop, you have a mastery over a setup. And this is true for any setup. No setup in the market works across the board. It works in a specific market condition. Now let's have a look at some of the things which are like, say, let's go to TC2000 and look at breakouts and see what is happening to them in recent period because of the market condition. Now, if you go and look at like in a TC2000 and look at like in a, say, this was a breakout, right? This breakout worked for 3 days and then it has a deep pullback because the market conditions are not right for breakouts kind of a trading. Similarly, if you look at like in a basically the breakouts which are happening on some of the stocks which had good earnings, like Crowd had good earnings, right? Again, those breakouts only work for a small time period and then they pull back sharply. Now, this is the reason why this is happening like this is because what you see is underlying there is a selling happening in the market. If you look at the market monitor, which is the date which tells you how much buying or selling is happening in the market at any given period of time, which is a timing indicator, what you see is that since the first week of August, from the first trading day actually, continuously the money is flowing out of the market. There is no money coming into the market. There is occasional small buying which is immediately followed by selling. You see this beginning of this month again, there is sellers are in control of this tape. So when sellers are in control of a tape, when you buy a breakout, it doesn't work, because breakout typically second day it gets buyer, third day it gets buyer, fourth day it gets buyer, because money is flowing into the market. Mutual funds are buying, hedge funds are buying, and obviously retail traders are also buying because they are like in a small portion of the market. But fundamentally, breakouts work because the big players are pouring money into the market and they are continuously buying. Now, in a market conditions like this currently what we are experiencing, breakouts are not working. And if you continue to place your luck on breakouts, then what happens is you have series of small losses, and before you know, those series of small losses can convert into big losses. So this is why I have an indicator which is like a traffic light kind of an indicator, which is breakouts unlikely to work currently. And when it is in breakouts unlikely to work kind of a situation, taking a breakout just doesn't make sense. And the thing in markets is when you have something like this, right? Breakouts still look good because the pattern will look good, but the breakouts will fail. And this is one of the things which I realized many years ago. And when I am a primarily a breakout trader. Nowadays I added other things, but like primarily in the initial years I made most of my money by trading breakouts. So when I realized that breakouts have this times season when they don't work and you can lose a lot of money, I created for my own trading a decision support tool which is Market Monitor. Similarly, other traders have similar tools, they have some other tools, but everybody has tools. And knowing when breakouts work is $1 million skill. Because when you know that and you stay out of market when conditions are unfavorable, your drawdowns are low, and because your drawdowns are low, you're mentally in a better condition when actual breakouts start working. And this is no different for pullbacks. Like if you try and buy pullbacks in a very strongly trending market, what happens is they will work, but like in many times, if a stock is having a pullback in a very strongly trending market, it tells you that that is not the stock which the market is favoring. So you also need to know when pullbacks work. So this particular kind of a skill is what I call situational awareness. And this situational awareness skills is a higher order skill beyond just having a setup. And once you get your mind clear about the importance of situational awareness, you will see that there will be periods when you will make a lot of money because everything will be working, breakouts will be working. During that period, you can get very high win rate. And there will be period when you just avoid putting in trades. Like I have been very, very selective. I put in very few trades in the since August, and I'm perfectly okay with it because the setup which I trade is not going to work in this market condition. And knowing that allows me to sit out some of the periods in market which lead other traders to lose money.